Stuart Matola here, men's relationship coach. I'm going to talk to you today about something I see often. She dropped the divorce bomb. What the fuck? So this is a scenario, and you might be there now, where you feel blindsided, where you feel just like shocked, devastated, grief. So I'm going to talk to you on this call about what the instinct is that I see in a lot of guys in this moment, and something you can do instead that's going to really help you get through what is, no doubt, an extremely challenging time. So first off, a lot of empathy and compassion I have for the guys who are going through this. I've been through it myself. And I want to just consider for a moment, there's a lot of Monday morning quarterbacking that's going on in this situation where I see men who are saying, what could I have done better? Why didn't I show up more? Why didn't I see this? And what I hear a lot is a guy says, I didn't think things were that bad. And so implicit in that statement is, I knew things were bad, but not that bad that she was going to ask me for a divorce. So in the admission and in the knowing that things were bad, it's a place where a guy can really beat himself up. And I see that often. And so I want to encourage you to understand the difference between feeling grief, feeling sadness, feeling fear, which is totally natural. And as well, putting a layer of self-blame on top of that. And it's from this place that guys often go back to their wives, begging, pleading, and asking for a second chance. It doesn't work out well when that energy is brought forth, when he's acting in that way. She's just like, oh, yeah, really? You're going to show up now? Okay, you needed that wake-up call, huh? And in some cases, that's what she wanted to give you, a wake-up call. And the interesting thing, too, is, are you begging and pleading, asking for a second chance to go back to a marriage that was self-admittedly bad? Oh, well, it wasn't that bad. So yeah, it is a wake-up call. But what I want to encourage you to do instead is to hit the pause button. If the divorce bomb has been dropped on you, I want to encourage you, hit the pause button. And what does that mean? That means you go to your partner and say, hey, can we take 7 days? Can I have 7 days to come back to you about this? And during that 7 days, you can do some Monday morning quarterbacking. But understand the difference between blaming yourself and actually being accountable with yourself. I shoulda is blame. Accountability is more like, I see I didn't, and I want to do this a different way. And during that 7 days, you get to sit with, well, do I even want to go back to this marriage? Do I want to create a new version of a marriage with my wife? Is that something I want? And for sure in this time, there's a lot of intense emotions. But again, you don't need to heap. There's fear, there's anxiety, there's terror. But notice when you're putting self-blame on top of that, beating yourself up. So when you hit the pause button, it's a chance to separate that. It's a chance to get back to you. And I want to say, during that time, it's very important that you are checking in with at least one person every day. Family, friend, a family member, or friend, somebody you can trust. And this is really tough for guys because they're feeling weak, they're feeling like a failure. They're feeling like, oh, my wife's divorcing me. Yeah, I really want to share that with other people. Well, this is a place where you can step in and actually get some support. And I want to say, trusting others who have been through that, like myself, it's one of the best things you can do to get your feet back on the ground. also, the people who you ask for to speak to are typically very honored, like, oh my God, you're going through this really hard thing. Thanks so much for reaching out to me. People want to support people in need. So in that 7 days, you get to get your feet back on the ground. You get to hit that pause button. And then you get to come back to your wife with more composure, with more self-reflection, with more of an understanding of if you even want to get back into this marriage or even work your tail off to create a new version of the marriage. Because begging and pleading and asking for a second chance in a marriage that was not working, that's not what you want. And that's an insult to her, and that's not what she wants. I hope this was helpful. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe to my YouTube channel to the bottom right there. I also run a men's relationship tools call every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. And there are guys showing up on these calls. Literally, yesterday my wife told me she wanted a divorce. And that's all welcome. It's a great place to get support and learn more about what I do. So again, hit the pause button if you're in this situation. Take care of yourself, and I hope this was helpful. Have a great day. Bye.